chose this book as a part of the Women on Writing tour because it seemed like a dark, paranormal thriller kind of romance. This was a heavy read. Like I said, it was dark. There were a lot of trigger warning type topics that were touched on. This poor girl, Amelie, has been through it. She has seen some stuff and she is a little jaded and a little scarred, and honestly only gets worse before it gets better, and that's what this story is about. It was kind of a tantalizing build as we're being introduced not only to new characters, but completely new concepts, new worlds, new world travel. And as Amelie was exploring this concept of flying in a dream state or flying to different timelines or different dimensions, she's also exploring a lot of her past, and she's forced to kind of stand face to face with things that have traumatized her, hardened her, things that she shoved way deep down and didn't really deal with. She is forced to deal with them because you have to resolve your past in order to move forward. The story structure was a little bit all over the place, but like intentionally so, because you're aware that a lot of the story is taking place both in a physical reality and also in this kind of where the heck are they? Is this real? Is this a dream kind of state? And I actually really like that it's not totally explained and described to every last detail. A lot of it is left unsaid, and it's up to us to figure out where the pieces connect and how this makes sense. And I like that. I like when it's not just all laid out for us to just spoon feed all of the information. I like that our own imagination and our own assumptions get to kind of be a part of the story in that way. Amelie's character obviously definitely stood out to me as just a very tragic, heartbreaking story of abuse and neglect and pain. And pretty much everyone that she had in her life or came into contact with was horrible, and she didn't really have anyone that she could turn to or that she could trust or rely on. And so when she made a couple of new friends, one of them supernatural, it was really hard for her to balance how she felt about this person when she was with them, about this entity when she was with them, versus her instincts of not really being able to trust because she's been burned before. As the reader, it was unclear, even to us, whether he was trustworthy or good for her, or whether he damaging her or hurting her in some way. And honestly, it's a series, so even though it ended, it didn't really come to a full end. There's lots more, I can imagine, that's going to happen. But even after closing the book and having finished the last page, I'm still unsure if their relationship was for the best or not. And I think that's life. Right? Even though this is fiction, that's life. You're not always going to know if who you're trusting or who you're stepping into a friendship or a relationship with is trustworthy or is going to lead you in the right direction or be a good influence on you. And sometimes they can be both. Sometimes they can be the catalyst for a journey that takes you somewhere better, while also kind of breaking pieces of you, maybe pieces that needed to be broken so that you could repair and heal, or maybe you are forever or damaged because of these relationships, but that damage causes you to grow and adjust and be stronger next time. So I would recommend this book to people who are okay with difficult topics, okay with some triggering content, and who really like a deep, dark, kind of soul-searching, morally questionable, morally gray, coming of age romance, paranormal kind of fantasy romance. And I will say that I have already emailed Women on Writing and told them that I cannot wait to read the next book, and I will continue to read the rest of the series and share my thoughts on them. So stay tuned for more of those coming hopefully soon. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope you have a delightful day.